That's what happens when you have someone who actually listens. That's what happens when you have someone who actually knows what they're talking about. They're passionate about what it is that they do. I used to be super athletic. I was the super athletic kid growing up. And then got out of high school, got into college, and next thing I knew, my body started doing these weird things, and I didn't know what was going on, and I was lost, and my doctors seemed lost, and they didn't care about anything. Nobody was really listening to what I was saying, or the fact that I was saying, like, no, something doesn't seem right. And I started gaining all this weight, and it didn't make any sense to me. So I got into dance, and I loved it. And then a couple years later, I got injured. I got injured on my job, and I was completely inactive. Then I started going through these problems of having abdominal pains that didn't make any sense to me. I mean, it would feel like I had worked out, but I hadn't been working out because I literally couldn't. And there was all this stuff happening with my body, and I didn't know what was going on. To fast forward, I get pregnant, and I don't realize that the things that I'm feeling aren't normal for how early in the pregnancy I am. When I reached out, she was like, hey, I think I can help you. And we've kind of went from there. And pretty much the gist of it became, hey, because you spent all of these years being so active, and now you're super flexible because of the sports and the dance and everything else. Now you're not, because you've had this injury that led to this injury and all these things going on. And next thing you knew, your body, your muscles, and your flexibility are kind of working against each other. Because you don't have the muscles that you had before because of your injury, but your body is still flexible. And so this is what's happening. And she just started explaining everything to me. It's like, but I can help you with that. And I was like, really? Like, in the back of my head, you wanted to be skeptical. Like, can you really help me? Because I've been talking about this for years with doctors, and nobody could help.
Yeah.
And when I tell you she can help, we're only, 3 sessions
maybe
in? 4 sessions?
4, maybe brushing on 4.
Maybe 4. And when I tell you, I feel a million times better. She even just commented in the last session that we just had, I had to kind of move around and adjust, and she was looking at me like, look at you moving.
So proud of you. So proud.
Our first section, I was barely okay, hang on a second, I gotta kind of.
You just whipped around. I said, are you okay? I was like, maybe I'm going for a ride because you're moving real quickly.
But that's what happens when you have someone who actually listens. That's what happens when you have someone who actually knows what they're talking about. They're passionate about what it is that they do. This isn't just a job for her. It's not just something she just kind of fell into. You can tell working with her, this is her passion. This is what she does. And it matters to her. So if you're ever going to try to find somebody because you have the smallest question, even if you don't think it's related, ask her. She'll answer it. And if it is even the slightest bit related, she'll help in every way that she can. So I highly, highly recommend her. She is amazing.